Knoxville woman who sued PayPal for holding her money has now agreed to an out-of-court settlement.
This is a story we first reported in September. WATE 6 on Your Side consumer reporter Don Dare has a follow-up tonight. Don.
Well, Lori, details of the settlement are not being revealed, but both parties apparently are pleased. PayPal was taken to court locally after the online payment system had frozen Sheena Small's account for months after she had loaded thousands of dollars in unemployment money into her PayPal account.
Israela, no.
Like her baby Israela, Sheena Small can smile now and relax. Her lawsuit with PayPal has been settled after living on the edge for more than a year.
I can say that it was resolved, and I think both parties are happy with how it was resolved.
Knoxville attorney Bennett Hirschhorn represented Ms. Small. The case, held in Sessions Court, never got to trial. Instead, it was settled out of court. Here's the background. Due to the pandemic, Sheena lost her job 18 months ago. She was eligible for state and federal unemployment, but had no checking account. That's when she saw an ad from PayPal to use direct deposit for government and payroll payments. She applied and received this debit card from PayPal last year. Within a few days, more than $7,000 in unemployment money was loaded into the account.
It seemed fast and easy.
Everything went okay with PayPal until when?
Until they froze my account on July the 5th.
Did they explain why it was frozen?
They never give me no explanation for why they did it.
For weeks, she sent text messages and called PayPal asking when will the account be freed up and why were they holding her money.
And then a message came through that they were going to hold my funds for 180 days.
She had no access to her money when her baby was about to be born, and as a result, her bills were mounting. To make ends meet, Sheena took out a title loan with high interest rates. Then in January of this year, PayPal informed her they were freezing her account for another 180 days.
I said, well, what for? They said, we can't tell you that. We don't have that information in front of us.
In midsummer, her attorney Bennett Hirschhorn filed a lawsuit against PayPal, claiming breach of fiduciary duty and breach of contract.
I think the thing to remember in Sheena's case is they gave her back her money, like they released it. Actually released the money pretty quickly at the beginning.
Within days of filing the lawsuit last July, PayPal deposited $4,400 into Ms. Small's new banking account with TVA Credit Union.
Your Honor, just to add one thing to that motion.
But Ms. Small's attorney wanted some answers from PayPal. That's why he continued the lawsuit.
They were holding her money. It was government funds. Now, these are state and maybe some federal funds that were for unemployment. And so the whole point of unemployment is to give people money because they don't have a job.
Shortly after our story in September, other people started calling, saying PayPal held up their account too.
There are a lot of people in this situation. I've received many emails and phone calls from people in other states and some in Tennessee who have had a similar problem.
Was suspicion of fraud the reason why Sheena Small's account was frozen? That question was never answered by PayPal, at least not publicly in court. Now, online services like PayPal are a target of fraud, so PayPal has certain triggers in place as a safeguard against fraud. Some of these safety measures might be set off when they have detected fraudulent activity on your account. For example, someone has logged into your PayPal account from a strange location, or you have received a huge amount of money into your account that is way above your average. Well, here are some guidelines to greatly reduce the chances of the triggers being set off. If you are expecting to receive a large amount of money, call PayPal ahead of time so they can expect to see the extra funds. When you first sign up for PayPal, there's a survey you take. Make sure that you check off higher numbers of how much money you anticipate making every month. And contact PayPal to make sure that your account is not limited in terms of how much money you can accept per day. Some good things to know. Lori?
Oh, my goodness. Lots of questions answered there, Don. Thank you so much. And if you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wate.com or give him a call. His 6 on Your Side hotline is 865-633-5974.